Alright, so we have left Exmouth and we have started venturing to the Cape Range National Park to do all the coastline through there.
Well, we're in Cape Range National Park.
Well, we're in Cape Range National Park at a campsite called
Turquoise Beach.
Turquoise Beach. Now, telling a bit of a white lie, we have been here for about, well, this is our 3rd day. We lost quite a few days because of the weather, because it's the sort of wind that rocks the caravan. It's that well, intense, and plus with sickness as well, we just lost days along the coastline, so we need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what we're going to do. But since most of the sites are booked out, it's like site hopping, and that's just crazy. So like Danielle, so we're just going to go back to Exmouth for a couple of days, and then hopefully book a site or 2 sites. Or jeez, I'll tell you
the
what,
wind's still here. It's supposed to die right off by lunchtime today.
It's a pain. It's a pain.
And we'll be expecting to have more wind days when we come back, but we'll just have to try and get what we can done. So we've got a good few days coming up. We'll try and get a lot of swimming and snorkeling done in then. That way when we come back, we can just do the top-ups for the south end and then concentrate on the other part.
Yep. Alright,
we're going to go off and suss out Cape Range.
All the Cape Range and all the campsites, so let's go.
we today, Holly Burger?
Turquoise Bay / Turtle Bay.
Turtle Bay, because Dad can't say turquoise.
Yeah,
You just
how was
said
it?
it.
Hey, he said it.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad said
Dad's
turquoise.
just playing with you.
Yeah, right. Dad's just had practice saying it a bit more. So we're all loaded up with all the gear to go down to Turquoise Bay.
Which is
Nice
awesome.
and early.
Nice and early, there's like nobody here.
9 o'clock in the morning, mate.
But the colours aren't here either, but it won't take long. We're going to go down and chuck the drone up after on the way home. So we'll come down here for a few hours. Plenty of water, plenty of snacks.
No fishing.
No fishing, can't fish here. We've run out of bait anyway. And we're just going to head down and have a swim to the entry.
The seagulls eat the rest of
Alright, let's roll. Who knew going to the beach required taking so much stuff? We need something a bit more practical.
Well, those big buggies with the wheels, man.
We had one, and then we took it off lay-by.
Too much weight.
Turquoise Bay. Check this out, guys. Look at that water. How magical is that? This is in Cape Range National Park. You could day trip this out from Exmouth if you didn't want to camp out here. This is amazing. Anybody can do it. Tori's never snorkeled. Well, we've never all really snorkeled. And everyone's picking it up. It's awesome. About 3.5 hours, haven't we, Durr? Look at that. So the kids, or we all have, we've all been out there for ages. Kids probably have done about 2 hours, 2.5 hours of swimming. So little legs, you can tell she's probably exhausted. And yeah, it's amazing. If you haven't done it before, come and do it. This is a pretty specky spot, Turquoise Bay. How was a snorkel day? First snorkel day.
Yeah, I reckon it was pretty good. It was just unbelievable. It's just another world. It's another world under there. All different colour fish, rainbow fish, black and white fish, blue fish, big black fish. Unbelievable how big they were, man. Unbelievable. But you know, you can see why the importance of keeping the coral around.
Yeah.
Because just the fish, they hibernate all around it, and they feed off of it.
A bit red in your face.
Yeah, well, that's snorkeling, mate. That's a snorkeling face. So,
We were out there for probably a good 3.5 hours. I reckon
yeah.
90% of that was in the water.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
So kids did really well.
Yeah, Holly did well. She went out and saw a bit.
Yep.
Can I have something to eat?
You can have a piece of fruit. You haven't had fruit yet. It's probably still in this bag here. What's going on inside? Have a look in this bag. The chaos of unmade beds. Tori still in her bathers. Watching Elsa, aren't ya?
Number 1.
Number 1.
I'm
Oh.
watching the Cinderella story.
Yeah, see? Messy. Messy! Not usually this messy. What are you watching?
Cinderella story.
Oh. That's the bit of downtime after a big day. Got meat out, ready for tea tonight. Oh, kids are going to have sausages. We're going to have steak. Hopefully the defrost's in time.
What are you doing?
Playing hairdressers.
Playing hairdressers. And what do hairdressers do?
They do your hair.
And what were you doing before you made conversation, didn't you? You said, what have you been up to today? Act like a hairdresser.
Yeah.
Act like
Talk.
one. Talk.
Like, talk about stuff. Have you been up so much? No, not really. What have you been doing? I don't know. It's a bit hard. Whoa, Holly! Come here. One of the cookies are
Couple
on
of cockies.
the chair.
Hello, Cocky. Well, you're getting close. Come and have a look.
It's a cookie.
Yeah, be careful. That's enough. That's close, because otherwise you will scare him.
Cocky. Hello, Cocky. Hello, Cocky. The bottom of the bowl's hot. We need to pour that into the mixture.
Pour it. Yeah, just pour.
Careful now. Oh, sorry. Off you go.
Sensitive child.
Oh,
Butter.
that sounds like your poos in the morning.
Dad.
Money joke. Money joke, and settle down.
I got it on my finger.
Well, lick it.
Don't lick it.
Lick it.
Don't lick it.
Lick it.
Don't.
Fine. Alright, stirring.
This is getting better. Can I stir a bit, Holly, now? It might be a bit hard.
Right, are you happy with those standards?
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of inconsistency with the sizing.
Yeah, still do.
Alright, let's go. Let's put them on the Weber.
Yeah.
Sunshine. Show me to open the lid for you.
I'm on the Weber.
Ah, that's hot.
Yeah, well, it usually is.
Ooh, I think that's
Right.
way too big.
Oh, you've got the mat on there. Just to disperse the heat a little bit.
It was already on that. Yeah, probably because it's
I think you forgot to take it off.
No, I just
I think you're full of it.
I'm just lazy.
How long do we do that for?
For 15 to 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes? No. Final product. Have a look.
They come out and they'll sit on the rack. 10 minutes.
They don't look any different from when they went in.
They did.
They
were balls.
Balls.
Now they're flat.
Now they're flat balls.
You're stacking on the car. car track.
And then they harden a little bit.
And then your balls harden a little bit.
They harden once they settle.
Yeah, they certainly do. Alright, there we go. So we've already cooked up a storm with biscuits. Don't they look amazing? Very quick.
Here we go. So here we are down at, where are we? Turquoise Beach. Turquoise Beach. Check it out.
How clear the water is, man.
So the wind is less painful today. A lot more calmer.
Look at all the fish down. There's just fish everywhere, man. It's just insane. Like just 10 metres out, I can see like big ass. They could be whiting, they could be mullet, I don't know. And they're massive. They just got to take the hook.
Tori all up there playing in the sand.
That's normal.
Oh, that water is so nice. Alright, let's see what we can do.
Mum's got something! Go, Mum. Oh! It's the same one as yesterday! Oh, you're flipping it! Got bigger! Shoot it! Yay, mate!
I'll just wash them off. There you go, babe. Are you
Tori,
recording?
come take a picture.
Good job.
Come here and I'll show you.
I'll wash him off.
Come on.
That's what I caught yesterday.
Yeah, that's what you...
Look at him. That's what I caught. That's what I caught yesterday. Same size.
It probably is him. I don't know if you could see that.
Right. Rightio, so we're about to go and do the Yardie Creek boat tour. Thank you very much from my brother and sister-in-law for shouting us this boat to us for our birthday presents.
Well, it's your brother, not your brother-in-law.
So I said sister-in-law, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, sister-in-law. Anyway, you get the ideas anyway. So thanks for that, guys. So we're about to go and do it. Going by the invoice that got sent to me, it's 110 bucks for a family, 2 adults and 2 children. So it's pretty good, I reckon, and I reckon we're going to see some pretty cool sights. So you just drive up to the Yardie Creek campgrounds, and then you take the walking path, which is only a couple of 100 metres. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool. So you just take that path, get here 10 minutes before and I think we're gonna have a. Oh, jeez, look at that. Yeah, no, we'll wait for we're on the boat. I won't show them that yet. So check this out. Woohoo! What did you think of that burger?
Good.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
What about you? Did you like it?
We got a strawberry lollipop. And we saw wallabies. Yeah.
For the wallabies. What do you reckon, Mo?
Yeah, it's good.
It was pretty good? Yeah. I reckon it was pretty good as well. Thanks, bro.
I can feel the stars fall down where we are, where we are. Living in the glow, ain't it all beautiful? It goes on, and I never feel alone. I can hear the night train rumble on in the dark.
Rightio, so we are leaving Cape Range National Park today from the Torquay campsite, but we are coming back. Yeah, just those few days of sickness and the weather wasn't really on our side. We didn't get to explore everything, so we're going to go back into Exmouth and just stock up on some water supplies and do a few things around town as well, and explore a little bit more around Exmouth as well while we're there. So we'll take you along for that ride as well. So we're just about all packed up. I like to do quite a bit the night prior. If you know that you're leaving the next day, you pack up your awning and your bits and pieces, just so it's not so much the next day. And especially, well, I usually do it around near sunset, coolest part of the day, so you don't need to do it the next morning when, you know, the sun is, you know, blaring and it gets a bit warm, makes it a bit uncomfortable and sticky. So I usually do it all in the morning. We prep the van the night before, you know, just put things away, getting ready, you know, cupboards and things like that, and then all you gotta do is the dishes inside the van, take the TV down and make sure your hatches are closed. So all I've got to do this morning is stabilise the legs and put the doormat in and connect the van, and off you go. So it's a pretty good start to the day once it's all sort of done for you if you do it the night before. So one little tip, try and do as much as you can the night before. You kids are already in the car?
Yeah.
I haven't even connected the van yet, man.
We're writing postcards to our
Now that's a great... Oh, hold on. No, baby. Let me have a look. Okay, right. Right. Where you're actually writing is where you need to write the address. Okay? So you need to write what you want to write on that side, and then you write the address there, and then your stamp goes up in that square. Alright, so... But that's okay, because you haven't written postcards before, so you don't really know what it's about. So that's okay.
We could do it differently.
We can always rub it. That's in pencil, isn't it? And you got to really try and write it in pen so it doesn't smudge through the post, you know, and you can lose letters and everything. But we'll have a look at that when we get into Exmouth, all right? So if you'd like to pick out the ones that you'd like to send, all right? And then we'll take it from there, all right? All right. Right, drink bottles going in the car for the long drive today.
Oh, 60 k's back to Exmouth.
60 Oh, I forgot to mention that's one of the reasons why we're leaving so early is so Danielle can get her hair cut done at just after 11, I think, isn't it? Yep. 11? Alright. So, yeah, packing up the night before definitely helps. Hooked up. You ready to go to Exmouth? Rightio. So one thing that I like to check just before we move off, I just do a bit of a lap of the car and the van just to make sure that you haven't forgotten anything. Because we're with kids and things around you, you can get distracted. So I usually spend a little bit of time. I just have a look at the tow hitch, make sure the brake's off, make sure the ESC's got the green lights all good. Sometimes I forget this, right? You take the jockey wheel off, because then you put the jockey wheel back into the boot, but then you forget to screw that back in. Make sure your gas bottles are off, your storage area is all good, so no wood or anything's going to fly out or whatever you've got in there. Make sure your DO35, that's on, that's clipped on. I've seen so many vans doing, you know, traveling around, they actually come off, they don't check them. And yeah, your stone stump are all connected. And also you gotta check your chains. There's been one time that I was in a rush and I could hear this rattling, and it was the bloody chains. I didn't put one of the chains on. Yep. And also your brake safe as well, make sure that's around the chassis and not around the table. Alright, So you just stand back and you have a bit of a look just to make sure that you haven't missed anything. And then I'll do a bit of a lap around the van, and then I'll check your latches here, around there, make sure they're nice and tight, and I'll just flick underneath, make sure that everything is tight. And I'm very confident that Danielle has done everything inside the van. But what I usually do, if anything bad's going to happen, it's going to be happening with hatches flying off. So yeah, you just do a bit of a check around, just touch points really. You don't want to lose a water cap on the way, so it doesn't take long just to do a quick check. Alright, make sure it's done, and I usually just obviously have another quick check through there. And hey, look, forgotten something. Mirrors. There we go. Usually Danielle's onto that, but that's alright. And then I'll just stand back and do a bit of a check, have a look up the top, make sure all the hatches are closed and anything that stands out. So that's what I do to make sure that the van and the car is ready to go. Let's go.